closing yesterday for private, like a hard money loan.
So. Congrats on that. Yay. Yay. Closing on the hard money. So it was your hard money guy in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he do just Florida or do they do all over?
He's just Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Years ago he used to do all over, but he's older now and he's grumpy and he doesn't want to be
But what's his name? I think I know him.
Michael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Stevenson.
Okay. No, not him.
No.
Because that sounded like my guy too. He's old. He's worth $20 million. Does hard money. Yeah, he just doesn't. I don't know why that works. He's like, I'm working too hard, but it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because he called me the day before the closing, like the morning before the closing. He was like, "Why am I doing this loan?" Like, dude,
because you said you would. Yeah. What are his rates?
12.
2 points.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Welcome everybody to the MLO Live Show. Everybody excited? TGIF.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Coach Rick?
Hey, doing well, buddy.
Good job, man. Good job. Well, I was hoping Kim would show up, but she might not. She might be here. But I wanted to share a story and I did a little PowerPoint for it. Don't really need it, but I will pull it up. We were talking on the coaching call yesterday about how, this is simple stuff, but it's so powerful. It's how to teach your referral partners to refer you. And so she, you saw that, right?
Yes.
That was like uber powerful. So I'll just pull this up. We'll go through it real quick. I think it's uber powerful. I was hoping she must be out on her bike, which is really cool. Let's get her going. All right. Let me just here's what I need to do, Kobe, is I need to make sure when I share this, I share it on StreamYard. So let's stop that. Stop. And then start. There's that on 1 second here. All right, perfect. Boom. Learning all the tricks of the trade, my friends. Sometimes harder than others, right, Krista? What's up, Krista?
There we go. We can see it.
What's with the STL?
What's with the what?
It's for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Are they how they doing? They doing good?
Listen, I just threw it on because I didn't want to do my hair and it matched my shirt. Okay. Let's just keep it real.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So yeah, I want to talk about Kim. I want to give thanks and gratitude to Kim today. She shared something yesterday that was really cool, and it was the way that she teaches her referral partners to refer her. So that, and I'm going to walk through this. So there's a bunch of so that's, which I think is uber powerful. So so why is this strategy so powerful? Authentic commission protection. So she's like, I help the agents protect their commission because now she's in charge of the follow-up. They don't have to because she's on it. And instant follow-up. And there's a really cool story that if she shows up, she can share with you that she shared about an 8-week, and she might have shared this yesterday, how she had a surgeon, a physician, I should say. Kim, you here? What was that?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I said brain surgeon.
Oh, brain surgeon. Yeah, brain surgeon. So why referring matters. Your reputation travels with you with every referral. So when you refer someone, you are saying, this is my standard. The trust transfer. We're going to talk about that in here in just a second. Every referral you make is a direct reflection of your judgment, values, and commitment. Here's this just kind of blew me away because this has never been talked about. And so let me just, oh, there she is right there. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to back up here just a second to share with her what I am doing and talking about today. Kim, are you there? I saw her come in. Kim.
I don't think she'd be on today, Scotty, because
she's here.
She says she doesn't work Fridays. We got her on a Friday.
I think we got her on a Friday. Wait, did she?
You're muted, Kim.
All right. So I'll keep going. So Kim, when you get a sec. Okay, Kim, there you are. Hey.
I don't work Fridays, and I just saw your email, and I was like,
That's it. I'm sorry. All right, go play. Play.
It's good. It's good. I'm sitting outside.
All right, cool. I just wanted to give thanks to you for yesterday for sharing your how to teach your referral partners how to refer you, which I think is so valuable because and I'm going to cover that today, and then I also brought up that story about the 8-week follow-up and how and what I did is I talked about the trust transfer, the professional brand, your reputation, all that stuff. And then here's the big one: never give just a name. So here's the cool part. How many times have you just said or had an agent say, hey, I'm going to have, I sent you Tom. And then Tom never calls. And then the agent loses Tom because Tom just disappears and gets caught up in another website, opts into another home, gets called by 30 other people, and now he's gone, right? Where what Kim talked about was the warm intro trust transfer, a warm introduction. And I talk about it, pre-frame your trusted partner, example language. I'm not going to go through all this, and she even said, if they say that they have to give 3 names, I believe, Kim, that with you, they give the text only to you, not to all 3. I think that was what she said.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I ask is, what I used to say is, if you let me know you've referred me, that's helpful. I'd like to put their contact info in my phone. Now I've started saying, hey, give me a group text intro because, here's what I said. My top producing partners, because they want to be a top producer, right? My top producing partners send me a group text intro every time they refer me, even if they, give other lender names, but that gives me the opportunity to talk you up.
There you go. And here it is right here. The number 1 best method, 3-way text intro. This is the secret move. So transfer trust instantly. Not only that, here's what I loved about what you said. It's not just about getting the referral. It's about the follow-up that now you're going to do. And you tell them the follow-up story of the 8-week follow-up story. Not only that, I can talk about you in ways you can't talk about yourself. So I can say, hey, you guys, congratulations. You guys have an amazing person you're working with. You can say stuff about that agent that you really can't say about themselves. And you can say, I get to not only put a follow-up plan in place, which is going to help us close this deal, but also get referrals from their friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, Facebook friends, right? Which is insane. Mm-hmm. So it's just a 3-way text, and I think I got a script here. Insure first, so I just wanted to really quickly talk about this because I think it's huge. If you're not teaching them how to refer you, which I don't think has ever been a conversation. It's not something that we talk about that often. That if we just focus on this and have this conversation about how to refer us, so that, and we make it about their commission, we make it about them, we make it about how we talk about them, we make it about follow-up, which is one of the 4 parts to a sale. There's so many reasons they have a benefit to do this way, which is so powerful. So I just want to say thank you, Kim, for that. And kind of go from there. So who else? And I guess the one story that I wanted to share, and I think if it was me, I would share this story so that when you do set this up, when you do say, hey, do a group text, she shared a story about somebody that she had approved, went away 8 weeks, no text, no calls, no nothing. And then all of a sudden, 8 weeks later, she came back, but Kim never gave up. There was a touch all the time, consistent, persistent. Just coming to find out the person was busy. Life happens. So she's like, this wasn't the number 1 priority today, but then 8 weeks later, then it was. So you're like 2 months, you're thinking that person's gone. And here we are, it's not gone. So I just wanted to bring that to light there. Make sense?
That was a $2 million purchase that I was able to then refer to one of my agents.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It turned out she was a brain surgeon. She just told me she was a physician.
Oh.
Once I found out she was like an emergency brain surgeon, I realized why she ghosted me. She's just busy.
It's
not personal.
She's working on brains.
Yeah.
So, all right. I can absolutely show these slides in here. So I think, the slide deck is pretty cool. It does kind of, it just puts it all together and shares with you why this is so important. So if you want to take it, tweak it, when you do this and you present one-on-one or one-to-many, I would just remove me from the equation. Go, hey, if you're not doing this with your lender partner, I think you're missing the boat. But if your lender partner isn't doing the follow-up, isn't talking about you the way they should, isn't saying, I'm going to protect your commission because I'm going to follow up, which turns into conversion, which turns into a closed deal. And I'm really good at asking for referrals pre, during, post to get more referrals for you from that one person. You can teach them that too. Super powerful. Thank you, Kim. Now go play. He's in the keys. So, all right. Who else has a success story? Kobe, how's the calls going, man? Give us a weekly update on the calls.
So what I have seen the most with calls, so I've been working 3 different databases, and when I was doing a lot of calls back in 2019, 2020, I thought like it was just get them in, get them locked, get them done. Whereas what I'm finding now is I am building out. I took one yesterday that was, I was mistakenly looking at my list, and they had actually just closed an FHA cash out with us. And they're just like, oh my gosh, did I just get scammed or something? And I was like, no, like your rate is high. You're at 6.75. I didn't say your rate was high. I said, I think let's do an evaluation. So like I feel like what's so weird about now is I'm building breadcrumbs. Like I have 2, like I've got strike rates. I found that one guy is finishing his driveway in 2 months and wants to refi after that. So I feel like what's happening this time compared to when 2019, 2020, it was just straight up get them locked, get them going, and then we'll probably see them again in 6 months. It's going in and being so much more strategic on label it in your CRM. They say they were paying off a driveway. Were they paying off with one that was successful because they had to pay off like a furnace? Like just really getting I'm lining up the rest of my pipeline for the next 6 months versus in 2019, 2020, I was just like, I expected that December, January would be just crazy because of this. Whereas for me, I'm seeing a little slower of a timeline than I thought, but building warm referrals with these relationships, I'm seeing the rapport is being there, and they're being reminded about our company. And it's just, instead of having one big blip in November, December, that's going to kill processing. This is just building it's like building a regular diet so that we can have consistent volume.
So every month,
7 months instead of while everybody else is trying to scramble, we did our homework up front.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, you're activating your pipeline, man.
Yeah,
you know,
that's exactly what you're doing.
You're activating your pipeline. You're getting it lined up. Your future self is going to kiss you on the lips in 6 months because of all the business that you're putting together, right? I mean, that's just an absolute home run. And in addition to that, you're making yourself referable because you're reaching out and you're giving them great advice, and you're not pressure holding them into, well, we're going to do something now. We're going to do something when you're ready. Hey, by the way, who else do you know that I can help out? I want to be there for you and your friends and your family. Hey, and if I'm not in your phone, hey, put me in there as Kobe, your mortgage guy. You may not remember Rex. You probably will, right?
Yeah,
Rex,
right.
But Kobe, your mortgage guy. You always look up mortgage. You know exactly who I am. If you have a question, doesn't matter what it is. I want to be that person you reach out to, and I'm going to get you those answers.
Cool.
And I have one team
Scott,
that like.
You know what I? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kobe.
I was gonna say, well, I'm working for one team that like had such a strong, they created such a transaction. The guy starts with an F, that basically when I'm calling, sometimes they're just answering, "Hey, are you the team lead?" Because that's who they were working with. So it's all the stuff that you are working so hard to create a referable experience. Even if you're having a caller come back in behind you, if you've done it right, it's kind of cool.
Very cool. I got a video that kind of leads into this that I thought was by Gary Vee that I found this morning. That was really, really, really powerful that I wanted to show. Let me just go to share screen. All right. I'm just going to do Chrome tab. I'm just going to do the whole thing. And here it is. This is really cool. So, all right, make sure I got sound this time. I think it's plenty loud enough. So it's Okay. Is that crazy? So, you know how we're talking about keep it human? This is a big deal. We need to. So, the more we do what Kobe's doing, the more opportunity we're going to have, because it's going to become a commodity. It's literally going to become the biggest value there is to walk with a human. Did you hear how he said that? Has he been wrong ever? Like, I'm sure he has. We just didn't hear about it, but. Think about the humanity part of that, just walking with a human. We're going to look at that as value. In business, we want to talk to a human, and everybody's trying to go so far away from it. I think the ones that stay in will be the go-to, in my humble opinion. And Coach Rick, what were you going to say, bud?
What do you do?
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, Kim, what are you doing right now for your refis? This champ we keep bringing up all day.
What am I doing to get my refis? So I have a lot of past clients, and I tag them for what their rate was, and then what their strike rate is. And then I constantly follow up. So I have them in my CRM. I pull up those lists all the time. I have them in a campaign as well, so that they're hearing from me. But I'm always looking at that group and what their strike rate is, and are we in range? I've already created their application, so I've already cloned their old application, and I have it ready to go as soon as we hit their strike rate. Of course, I'm not going to run credit or any of those things until they say go. I also use Mortgage Coach, and so I'll create a TCA for them and to show them, okay, here's your current mortgage, here's what your strike rate would be, and then here's what today's pricing is. And then it's also a matter of just phone calls, staying in touch, because sometimes people it's not even about the rate, like we've talked about,
need cash.
All the D's, that you've talked about, all kinds of things come up. And so,
Cool.
I need to have conversations with them, but it really is about the high touch. It's the human part of it. It's having conversations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I time block that. I block off time to call them and follow up.
That's how Amid, she said yesterday, she's like, I started calling people and fell into 2 deals. And she said, I was hoping that someone would call me that wanted a deal, but hopium is not a good strategy. I hope that someone calls me. I hope that someone needs to buy, sell, refinance, whatever. So she's in control of her own income now. So now she can make more fun. I think Dan, I don't think he's here, but he's doing 20 a day. A lot of people are doing 20 calls a day, 30 calls a day, 40, whatever it takes. You start having these calls. It's working, Dan?
Yep. And also I got on the Facebook thing too yesterday. I friended, I don't know, 50, 40 people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
all right.
So yeah, it's starting. Yep.
Yeah. Spooling it up.
Yep. One thing you can do is offer to put people on the opt-out pre-screen or send them the link. I mean, what I've done with my clients is that I've offered to do it if they want me to. I won't do it without asking, of course, but
sure.
I mean, that's a great reason to touch base. Hey,
huge.
The trigger lead thing passed, but that doesn't take place until March, and that means that those companies are going to be on, trying everything they can. Right now, there's even more inquiries between now until then. And so that's what I've been saying is even more than ever right now, you need to get on this optoutprescreen.com. And so it's just a good reason to reach out, start the conversation, and you're offering them something.
Love it. Love it. Sorry to push you this morning, Kim. I'll remember that next time.
I love you guys. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I love you too. All right. What else? What other Rick, Coach Rick, you were gonna say something. You still here? Is Coach Rick still here? Or do you leave?
You scared him off.
Scared him, man. I'm like that boy. All right. Who else has something to share, good, bad, ugly, that they want to share with the group? Krista's Corner. What is Krista hearing these days? What's hot and heavy in Krista's world besides her hat?
Well, it's definitely not my hair.
Okay.
No, everything's going good. I think that it is going to be an amazing Friday. As far as what's going on in my corner, it's really just talking to loan officers every day, trying to find ways to help them, which are a huge part of that, Scotty and Devin and Coach Rick, of how to increase their business and be active on social media. And, really a lot of what I see is just that call reluctance. And it's something that just comes up over and over again. And just talking through that and like, why is that a thing? And what do you have to lose? So it's been good. And it's going to be a great day, great end of the month.
You bring up a good point, call reluctance. Why do we have the fear of calls? What is it?
I think, for me, I think that we go into the call expecting a certain outcome. And when you don't get the outcome that you want, but if you go in there with like, I just get an opportunity to meet another amazing individual and expect nothing out of it, you're setting yourself up for a relationship versus disappointment. And we talked about this yesterday, Scotty. I'm like, somebody had reached out to us and I was like, well, it's not something in our business that we currently need. It is something for a relationship standpoint. So just building those relationships, and it may not be now, but there might be a point of when, and we've now got another relationship with an amazing individual in the mortgage space. So, I get people all the time on LinkedIn, about, can I help you with a VA? And, I don't need a VA. That doesn't mean I don't engage in the conversation because it's a great relationship.
So is it the fear? Is it the desperation of we want something? Is that why we have the fear? Because we're going to get told no? I mean, I think I've said this before. I'll say it again. What did our parents tell us when we were growing up as kids, like little kids, when we could talk?
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, so it's embedded in our core that we're not supposed to talk to strangers. But if we have something of value to put people in a better place, financial reset, debt consolidation, new home, second home, investment property, financial wealth, they're going to do it with someone. So the worst case is they're going to say, no, not now. They're not saying no to you as a person. They're just saying no to the situation or the offer.
Yeah.
So
the question is like, and maybe people can chime in on this. It's like, how do you get over that? And, one of the things that I heard this morning, it was powerful to me, but your comfort zone is a cage. And that really hit home with me because if you're not uncomfortable, you're caged and you won't grow and flourish. So, how do you force yourself to say, okay, I'm going to make that call, or I'm going to, and I don't know how other people are doing it. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just did it till it felt, I did it to get past, like back, this was probably 10 years ago. I said to myself, I made a choice. I'm like, I'm going to make calls until the day I get up, I don't have that feeling. And it took me 90 days. It literally took me 90 days where I didn't have some sort of feeling where like creative avoidance, like I'm going to go get the mail. I'm going to do the dishes. I'm going to, before I jump on that call. So it took me 90 days. But I made a choice to just keep pushing through it and just keep going, no matter how painful it was, no matter how hard, how bad it hurt, how many no's I got. And then I'm like, after I started doing it for a while, I'm like, man, the more no's I get, the more yeses I get. And then I started saying to myself, okay, 10 no's equals 1 yes. Because it came down to a science of how many calls to how many yeses. I'm like, and then the better I got at it, the less no, like it took less no's to get a yes. So, because I kept hearing, so because when you start making these calls, you hear what people say. So then you can, like, for example, if you're calling a real estate agent and you're trying to get an appointment, I kept hearing, I have a lender relationship. I have a lender relationship. I have a lender relationship. I'm like, what if I just take that off the table? Hey, Krista, I know you have a lender relationship, not looking to replace them. Man, I got some cool things that I'm doing to help other agents connect, engage, interact with their past database to have consistent referrals coming in on a regular basis. I'd love to share it with you. Worst case scenario, take it back to your lender relationship that you have, use it. But hey, if there's ever anything he can't do, I might have more options for you. I'd love the opportunity to show you what my team and I can do. You got 15 minutes?
Right.
And
everybody can carve out 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Again, it's about a relationship, and you and I are kind of a prime example of that. Just picking up the phone and we talk, and here we are today, and you're one of my favorite people. And
feel the same.
And now, like you said, it took you 90 days, but now you're a beast on the phone.
Mm-hmm. I thrive with it. Yeah, I love it. I actually love it. Yeah.
Yes. And but that didn't come naturally, and you got uncomfortable, and you've had just such great success with that. So there's proof in it, and you just got to do it. As corny as it sounds.
Yeah. Anybody?
I think, Scotty, one reason why you've become so good at it is because you are truly a giver. And you really want to impact and improve the lives of other people. And when your focus is on that, when you're calling people, I mean, now it fuels you instead of drains you to make those calls. And that isn't the activity that changed, it's your perspective that changed. So if we shift from thinking about ourselves, and that fear of being rejected or being uncomfortable, or that resistance is all about because we're thinking about ourselves. And if we focus on the other person and like, what is our purpose here? Like, bigger purpose. We're here to serve other people and make their lives better. And if that is the focus of our call right now, and the purpose for our call, then what do we have to fear? What is there to be uncomfortable about? And that was the perspective shift for me, was this is about them. It's not about me. And it's about, you're very good at that. I think. So,
Thank you very much, and you as well. So I think what the other thing that happened is the fear turned into opportunities, revenue, and I'm like, I'm just crazy if I don't do this, because like it's providing a lifestyle of there's no ceiling. Like you can hire there's somebody helping me with my social media right now as we speak. So they're doing things for me as me, and it looks like I'm doing it. If somebody got a birthday this morning, I'll be honest, it wasn't me. But you don't know it unless I tell you that. So, but it still means the same to people that don't know this, that aren't part of aren't part of the show, aren't part of the coaching. But the whole thing is, I'm staying visible. I'm reminding people who I am, and I'm getting enough no's every single day to where it turns into a yes turns into a team player, or turns into whatever that turns into revenue that I'm putting him in a better place. And then the more revenue I have, the more lack of desperation. I don't have desperation anymore. Like, Kim, you do very well every single month. So but if you stopped doing what you're doing, the income would go away. If you stopped showing up at that real estate office, or you just stopped going, it's just going to dwindle, but now you have someone else attending the offices for you, which is so cool. So I'll do a class next week. I'm like starting something that you can actually delegate out, so that you can keep starting new things that are different verticals, that when you start one, do it, perfect it, and then hand it off, and then go do another one. So Kim's mastered that with being at a real estate office, teaching them something. So, you think she went there with no fear? Like, yeah, man. Like, how many no's did you get to how many, you got a lot of, get out of here, Kim. Like, we don't want you here. We already have an in-house lender, and then she ended up kicking him out. So.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I think that our comfort zone, it's like a rubber band. right? Like cage, like you were saying, Chris, but a rubber band. And I have found that when I'm getting uncomfortable, it's stretching, and then it'll come back, but then I got to keep doing it. And eventually the rubber band is stretched out, like it's bigger. It's still there. And I still have to do things to stretch it, and make it bigger. There's still things that obviously outside of my comfort zone.
Very cool.
But it expands.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys, it's TGIF. It's Friday. Who's going to have a good weekend? Anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? Boating, golfing?
Well, it's Fantasy Fest in Key
Oh,
West. So what could be
Kim.
more fun than
Yeah,
that?
so we won't see Kim on Monday. Oh, hey, do not take the cameras.
Right.
Do not take the cameras. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us this week. It's been an awesome week. I hope you guys got something out of it this week. One thing you can implement, just pick one thing to fruition. Implement it to fruition. Maybe it's just a mindset. Maybe it's like removing that desperation and making those calls and getting through that. Or maybe it's how you say it. Maybe it's one of the scripts that we shared this week. Pick one, implement it, try it out. Don't try it once. Try it over and over and over and over again. I pretty much know that anything you do or anything you focus on, as long as you come from the heart, zero expectation to put people in except for to put people in a better place than you found them. It's amazing things will happen. So, Devin, what you got, bro? What are we heading now on?
Throw some vibes, man.
Let's go.
Get out there, enjoy your weekend, guys.